Right now at 6, the National Weather Service continues to survey storm damage to determine how many tornadoes hit during Wednesday night's severe weather.
And the search for a missing mother is over tonight as Dane County authorities confirm human remains found earlier this month belong to Krista Halderson.
Plus, fans are cheering on athletes at the CrossFit Games. We'll have a live report from the Alliant Energy Center.
This is News 3 Now at 6.
Thank you for joining us. So far, 7 confirmed tornadoes touched down in the state during Thursday morning storms. The majority have been confirmed here in southern Wisconsin.
Well, survey crews with the National Weather Service are still gathering information as community members continue to clean up from storm damage.
And that includes an area west of Madison and Middleton. And that's where we find Tahlil Mohaldin tonight. She spoke with one homeowner there. Good evening, Tahlil.
Good evening. Cleanup crews in the town of Middleton are pretty hard at work, and they have been for a while. Though they've done so much already, the calls for help are still coming in. A long and sleepless night for many homeowners west of Madison has turned into several long and sleep-deprived days for Williams tree maintenance crews.
About 5:30 to 9, 10 o'clock at night.
Helping those who have been hit the hardest by the storms. Today we find them in the town of Middleton.
In these situations, basically we put whoever has something on their house first, make sure get that off there and get tarps over it, so if there is rain, anything more, there is no further damage.
Damage that Mark Stengraber has been dealing with since early Thursday morning.
As soon as I opened the basement door, I could smell pine, and I could see that there was a hole in the living room ceiling.
5 large pine trees ended up on top of his home. Steingraber and his wife Megan were asleep when they heard the sirens.
She grabbed my leg and said, "We got to go down the basement." I grabbed the 4-year-old, she grabbed the 1-year-old.
After no more than a minute in the basement,
all of a sudden, kaboom, and we dove underneath the staircase.
Steingraber couldn't really see the extent of the damage until Thursday morning.
The worst damage on that side is right above our bed.
And though there's still a lot to figure out, Steingraber is just grateful no one was hurt.
It'll all get fixed eventually, and life will be back to normal at some point.
The family will be staying at a neighbor's house for the time being. They say there's still a lot to figure out logistically, but that they're looking at the silver lining and will finally be making those changes to their property that they've been meaning to for a while now. Now, we've yet to hear back from the National Weather Service on the results of that survey.
All right, thank you, Tahlil. Well, let's check your certified most accurate forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canulty. Gary?
Brady, I want to put one thing in perspective there. You know, so far we've had 7 confirmed tornadoes, and there probably will be more. But if you take a look at where the tornado reports were, again, in southeastern Wisconsin and a couple up north, but these are all the severe weather reports on a lot of wind damage reports. So some of these may eventually be reclassified as tornado damage when the National Weather Service does the surveys. But again, it's going to be little consolation if you find out it was only straight line winds and not a tornado. It's still going to cause the damage to your house. Well, as we take a look at visible cloud track, we've had clouds for much of the day today, and that's held temperatures down. There have even been a few showers over parts of southwestern Wisconsin, but the DNR has issued an air quality advisory for the entire state of Wisconsin through noon on Sunday for that hazy wildfire smoke, which is continuing to drift across the state and may cause issues with people who have breathing problems. The severe weather outlook for tomorrow shows an isolated strong to severe thunderstorm a possibility over much of the state. Gusty winds and hail the main threats, but nothing like what happened Wednesday night. On Doppler track right now, just a few light showers over southwestern Wisconsin. Some of that might not even be reaching the ground, but temperatures are definitely cooler there, only in the 60s over southwestern Wisconsin, 71 in Madison, and warmer to the north and west. Look for a low tonight of about 58. Tomorrow's high at 80, with thunderstorm chances late in the day. I'll have more on the forecast for next week in just a few minutes.
The Dane County Sheriff confirmed today what we've been waiting for more than 2 weeks to hear. Krista Halderson's remains have been found. Her son Chandler already faces charges for murdering and dismembering his dad, Bart Halderson. Like Bart's remains, Krista's were dismembered, and the DA will likely soon file more charges against Chandler. He reported his parents missing on July 7th and was arrested the next day. There are no other suspects in this ongoing investigation.
We have kept the Halderson family in our thoughts and prayers throughout this investigation, and we extend our continued sympathies to them today. We ask that everyone allow them to grieve this tremendous loss with the utmost respect, dignity, and space.
We're also learning today that more human remains were found on the Haldersons' property this week. That is where authorities have continued to search, including a pond behind the home. We have more information regarding the Halderson case online, including a timeline of dates linked to this investigation. You can find those stories by visiting channel3000.com or downloading our news app. It is free in your app store. The Dane County Medical Examiner has identified the man killed in a stabbing in Madison earlier this week. 60-year-old Mark Ryan of Madison was killed. This happened along the 700 block of Braxton Place. A suspect has been arrested.
The highest-ranking Republican in the state assembly plans to expand a probe into the 2020 presidential election. Speaker Robin Vos says it will take more investigators and time than originally planned. Vos signed contracts in June with 2 retired police detectives and a former state Supreme Court justice to handle the investigation, but says those investigators quit earlier this month. Vos says he hoped to complete the work in the fall. That's the same time an independent review by the nonpartisan Legislative Audit Bureau is set to be done.
Thousands of Wisconsin renters are worried they could lose their homes when a federal freeze on evictions ends Saturday. The moratorium has helped renters throughout the country remain in their homes despite the challenges of the pandemic. The Wisconsin Department of Administration has given out millions of dollars in federal pandemic rental aid, but about 16,000 Wisconsin residents who responded to a U.S. Census Bureau survey last month said they were worried they could be evicted. Adam Duxter will have more on the eviction worries in our area tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
Rock County is now recommending that you wear a mask inside regardless of vaccination status. Rock County officials say it's due to the latest data and circumstances in the county. The county moved into the substantial category yesterday.
We know the Delta variant is more contagious than previous strains of the virus, and so that's kind of why we're following the CDC recommendations and making that recommendation locally based on the transmission that we're seeing.
Rock County health officials say they will continue to monitor the CDC's data tracker and update guidance on masks weekly. Dane County already made the same recommendation earlier this week and just hit substantial COVID spread today. That's according to the CDC. Dane County public health officials warned numbers were trending in that direction. Dane County has not yet mandated masks for the community again. Health officials in Wisconsin continue to urge people to get a COVID vaccine as cases surge. So far, 49% of people in Wisconsin are fully vaccinated. More than half the state is not vaccinated. Wisconsin topped 1,000 new cases today for the first time in months since the highest on April 8th. COVID cases are rising in Dane County despite high vaccination rates. More than 67% of the county is fully vaccinated, 32% is not.
Local health officials don't want you to forget about screenings for other conditions. This Sunday is Lung Cancer Awareness Day. Lung cancer is the leading cause of cancer deaths among men and women in the U.S. Smoking, exposure to hazardous materials, and exposure to secondhand smoke are all risk factors, but it can be treated when caught early.
They have peaked, but they're not significantly decreasing yet. In part, that is because we've gotten better at catching them early. So one of the things we're trying to really emphasize to patients is that lung cancer screening has the chance to catch cases early at a phase when it's still curable.
SSM Health has a free online health risk assessment you can take to help you determine if you need a lung cancer screening. Big crowds are expected as we head into the final weekend of the CrossFit Games, and by Sunday, one man and one woman will earn the title Fittest on Earth.
Oh my goodness. Well, more than 10,000 spectators are expected to watch the games, which are back in Madison for the first time in 2 years. Our Susan Smith joins us live from the Alliance Center. Hey, Susan.
Hi, Brady and Charlotte. You know, it's such a positive sign of how far we've come. Just a few short weeks ago, the Alliance Center was the place where many of us came to get tested and vaccinated. And now it is the site of one of the biggest fitness competitions in the world. The 6-day competition is CrossFit's version of the Olympic Games. 660 athletes from more than a dozen countries are here this week. The grand prize, $310,000, and the title title of Fittest on Earth. Madison itself, though, is one of the biggest winners. After a year when many gyms were forced to close, the games are expected to generate more than $12 million in local revenue.
They're definitely going to our restaurants and our shops and experiencing Madison on our bike trails, but they're also going to our grocery stores and they're getting gas. So, this kind of goes further out than just our restaurants and our shops.
You don't have to be a fitness fanatic, by the way, either to enjoy the games. There is a lot to do here. The sponsors, the two biggest sponsors, Noble and Rogue, have set up big shopping tents. There's a lot of food here, and there's also a spectator area where you can try your hand on some of the same equipment the athletes are using and get some free coaching. The Delta variant, though, remains a big concern here for the athletes and the spectators, especially the international ones. The athletes are under a very strict COVID protocol. If you want to come and see the games, vaccination is encouraged, but it is not required. However, in light of the new guidance from the CDC, masks will be required at any of the indoor venues inside the Coliseum. If you want to stay home and watch it on TV, CBS Sports will air the finals right here on WISC TV. You can watch the man and woman crowned fittest on earth Sunday from 1 to 3. But Charlotte and Brady, there is nothing like seeing this in person. It's one of the most inspiring things ever, and it runs through Sunday here at the Alliance Center.
Oh, I bet. And that was Susan Simon reporting. Susan, I'm sorry I called you Susan Smith. I think I was giving you like a CrossFit alias.
We know you've been training for quite some time.
Oh, anyway.
Thank you, Susan.
Well, next at 6, a special moment for two nuns as they return to a mosaic they made honoring Our Lady of Guadalupe.
This is your last chance to score Black Friday deals in July at Ashley Home Store. Find doorbusters at Black Friday discounts of up to 60% off, plus no interest for 5 years. Pay less than $20 a month for a new room you'll love. Must end Tuesday. Only at Ashley Home Store.
He's here! He's here!
What can I get you, young man?
Free installation!
Coming right up.
Feldco's biggest sale of the year. Free installation. Plus, no interest until 2023.
Free installation on window siding and doors ends Saturday. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Fry Construction is celebrating 26 years of providing excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by your neighbors and voted Best of Madison 2 years in a row. Best kitchen and bath design, best roofer. Experience the Best of Madison for yourself and save 26% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Unlock a summer of possibilities in a new Chevy. Expand your options and your perspective. Find your next adventure in a new Chevy.
Make no monthly payments for the rest of the summer on all Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, get 2.49% financing when you finance with GM Financial. And get $2,000 cash allowance.
Black Friday in July must end Tuesday at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to half off appliance doorbuster deals like these. Plus no interest for 12 months. Black Friday and July deals must end Tuesday at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Well, for the first time in almost 60 years, two nuns were reunited with a piece of art they made nearly a lifetime ago. It's a mosaic of Our Lady of Guadalupe.
Over 100 people joined to see the piece of art and the artist who created it. Photojournalist Brian Mesmer was there.
Well, welcome everyone on this gorgeous day to celebrate the homecoming of Sister Joanne Daly and Kathleen Stagnan.
Our Lady of Guadalupe, mystical rose, help all those who invoke you.
Our Lady of Guadalupe in Mexico is just
honored by everyone.
And the reason it was done here, by the way, was to honor the migrant workers. This was way bigger than I thought. I thought it was going to be a little mural like this. Guess what? It's about 30 feet tall and probably about 25 feet wide. How are we going to do it? She said, just get a lot of pieces of tile and glass. I knew a lot of the bars in town, in the Dells, so I called a lot of them. I said, can you save your beer bottles, wine bottles, anything else that has color in it, brownish, white, yellow, whatever. We started this in 1964. When I see it now, it looks exactly the same. That when you look at it from any area here in front, you can see the mother's eyes looking at you. And I said, she said, how did you do that? And I said, we didn't do it. It's just the way it happens.
Until we had dinner with our friends last night, and remembering that's the first time we had talked to each other since we made the shrine in 1964. That was an experience.
Well, I hope it's going to be an inspiration for them because it's historically built on the migrant workers who helped the farmers here for years and years and years.
It's a new time and a new response to needs that are global needs of caring for the earth, caring for people. We all are immigrants. We all are migrants. We need one another.
It's quite beautiful. It was a shrine originally built so seasonal migrant workers of Wisconsin could worship a familiar figure. The hope is to make the shrine into a pilgrimage site for Catholics from all over the Midwest. The owner of the Wilderness Resort in the Dells helped finance the repair. And we'll be right back.
At Pick and Save, every free pickup order is picked fresh and packed with care, or we'll make it right. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
At uscellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less.
Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. The choice is yours.
Whether it's adapting the network for a strong signal where you work, or optimizing your coverage where you play, we're always hard at work to make sure our state-of-the-art 5G network works for you.
Up to $1,200 off any 5G phone with no trade-in or hidden fees.
US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. It's Steinhaffel's two-day sale. Your chance to save big on every sofa, every bedroom, every dining room, and more. Start with store-wide savings of 35% and then take an extra 5% off when you spend $14.99 or more. And make your purchase even more affordable when you use Steinhaffel's 60-month financing. Steinhaffel's has the area's largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses. Only at Steinhaffel's and steinhaffels.com.
If you can afford to launch yourself into space, you can pay your fair share in taxes. But billionaires and big corporations have avoided paying taxes for years. President Joe Biden's plan makes the rich pay their fair share so we can cut taxes for families with children and create millions of good jobs. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to stop putting billionaires ahead of the middle class. If you can afford to joyride in space, you can pay your fair share.
HouseApartments.com helped more renters get into new homes than any other site by working tirelessly to design 3D virtual tours that are so realistic, it actually feels like you're there. But that's all thanks to Ted, a man who possesses an innate understanding of dimension. Ted?
Sorry, I was in the zone. Also, my name is Brian.
Apartments.com, the most popular place to find a place. Oh!
Pick and Save delivery is always fresh because we check our produce at every stop on its journey to you. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
We have some pleasant weather for the weekend. Gary is back with the first warm forecast.
Yeah, the one thing we do have to watch out for is the haze that we'll see in the air from wildfire smoke. That could become a problem for people who have breathing issues. So it'll be hazy much of the weekend. I think the peak of the smoke will probably be during the day tomorrow. But it'll be warm tomorrow with high temperatures around 80. We'll also see a chance for a late afternoon or evening shower or thunderstorm. Not all of us will see them, but it's possible that there could be an isolated strong to severe thunderstorm. And then dry weather returns for for most, if not all of next week and into the following weekend. So another prolonged period of rain-free weather expected. Air quality advisories have been issued for the entire state of Wisconsin through noon on Sunday by the Department of Natural Resources. For Minnesota, that advisory runs until 3 p.m. on Tuesday afternoon, as they're expected to continue to see wildfire smoke. They've been seeing it all day. These are visibilities, and a lot of that is just because of smoke. Whereas here in Wisconsin, we're getting haze, but most of that smoke is higher up, and it's not affecting visibilities. Also, there are some clouds that are obscuring that haze over southwestern Wisconsin, and even a few light showers, but these are starting to wind down as they head to the south and east, and not all of that precipitation is reaching the ground. But a little wider radar view shows some thunderstorms over western Iowa. This area could see some severe weather later on tonight. Now, tomorrow, a cold front coming in from the northwest could trigger a few isolated showers and thunderstorms. There's the possibility that one or two of those could produce gusty winds and hail across much of the central and southern portions of the state of Wisconsin. But again, it's going to be one of those situations where not everybody sees the rain, and then after that, again, we just shut the switch off and see very little rain. This is over the next 10 days until noon Monday of the following week, and we're still in a moderate drought here in southern Wisconsin. The drought continues out west. There have been a few areas where things have improved a little bit, but they've also had problems with flash flooding because of areas that are getting heavy rain into areas that have had wildfires, and the vegetation is gone, so that just allows the water to just kind of rush off and cause some flash flooding. Right now, we're comfortably cool. Temperatures in the 70s, even some 60s over southwestern Wisconsin, but not far to our southwest. Temperatures are in the upper 90s over much of Kansas. And dew point temperatures are in the middle 70s up into Omaha, Nebraska. So all of these showers and thunderstorms will be developing in a zone in between there near the stationary front, but that will keep any severe weather threat away from us. And eventually, we'll see the rain go away and see some of these pleasant temperatures up north move in for tomorrow. So again, air quality advisory through noon on Sunday for all of southern Wisconsin. We'll look for a high tomorrow of 80 degrees. A slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm north of Madison late in the afternoon. On future track, this begins this evening. You see those showers winding down. Things quiet overnight. Then tomorrow, much of the day should be dry. Could see a couple of showers and thunderstorms north of Madison late in the day, and then maybe a chance during the evening. After that, we dry out, and you can see if there is rain, it'll probably be very light, less than 1/4 of an inch, unless you get caught under a heavier thunderstorm. 7 to 10 day forecast, mid-70s with pleasant weather for Sunday and Monday, and then those temperatures warm up into the mid-80s, but very little in the way of rain chances until some humidity returns by next weekend.
And coming up in sports, the week just keeps getting better for Aaron Rodgers. The gift he received from a teammate is next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
One call, that's all.
It's a one call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
One call, that's all it takes. One call, that's all. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
Menards has what you need to keep your home safe. From smoke and carbon monoxide alarms to fire extinguishers and more, Kidde Home Safety Products keep your family protected from emergencies. Grab a general use fire extinguisher. It lasts up to 12 years, and it adds an extra measure to protect you and your family at home. Save 11% on all Kidde Home Safety Products right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Let's say your car needs a new part, like an alternator. You could get just the one part at the typical auto parts store. Or for the same money at rockauto.com, get the alternator plus the belt and tensioner kit you'll need to do the repair right and have money left over to buy lunch. Since 1999, rockauto.com has provided reliably low prices, easy-to-use website, huge selection of parts, and fast shipping.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
Why O-Cedar? Because when I get home, we like to play crocodile on the floor.
O-Cedar Easy Ring removes over 99% of bacteria, even with just water. Easy and truly clean floors. O-Cedar, it feels great to feel at home.
Reynolds Wrap makes it easy to cook and clean up meals in no time. So I don't miss all the fun stuff.
Easy Prep Cook and Clean with Reynolds Wrap.
Hey folks, Saturday morning we will update the rain chances this weekend in Madison's certified most accurate forecast, and we'll provide the latest on the Delta variant as communities prepare for the spread. Join us Saturday morning at 5 and 8.
I was hurt in an accident, my bills are piling up, and I could really use some money right now. I'm so glad I didn't let the insurance company pressure me into a settlement. Gruber Law Offices got my bills paid and made sure my future was protected.
One call, that's all.
I want to take it as far as it will lead me.
Competing with other athletes from around the world close to home. See how a Wisconsin teen inspired by her mom makes her mark against the fittest on earth. Sunday on News 3 Now at 10.
So far this week, it's been the Aaron Rodgers week of Packers training camp. Tuesday, he reported. Wednesday, he took the field. Thursday, he signed his reworked contract. And today, he got a new ride. David Bakhtiari gifted his QB the Aston Martin he was always wanting, a custom golf cart. And Bakhtiari spared no expense on this one. The new whip comes with a fuzzy pink steering wheel cover, a decal commemorating his 3 MVP seasons, and a custom driver's seat with the number 12 on it. But the best part might just be the license plate, which reads Lovin' 69, a reference to Bakhtiari's jersey number. Today was day 3 of training camp, and the Packers were on the field for a little over an hour and a half. And camp is a time where the young guys can pick the older veterans' brains and how things work in Green Bay, or try to learn on the fly because it's okay to make mistakes. And so far, Jaire Alexander likes everything he's seen from rookie Eric Stokes, except one thing.
You know, he need to bring in some more snacks. All right, I'll tell you that much. All right, because he always say it's in his truck. And then I say, well, go to your truck and get it. And he say, you don't know where his truck is. So I'm like, all right, dude. You know, so, I mean, that's just about it. I can tell that he likes to observe.
Meanwhile, over at camp, Randall Faion Hicks has been named to the Werfel Trophy watch list, which honors college football players who serve and inspire others to give back to their communities. Hicks is coming off a 2020 campaign where he recorded 13 tackles and 4 pass breakups. No Badgers were taken in last night's NBA draft, but that doesn't mean the dream to play in the league is over for guys like Micah Potter. The UW big man was one of the first undrafted free agents signed after the draft. Potter signed a 1-year Exhibit 10 deal, which with the Heat. Now last season with Wisconsin, he led the team in rebounds and finished second in scoring while shooting over 50% from the floor. Gary, cover your eyes for this one. The Cubs aren't looking like the Cubbies of, well, they were on Monday. The core group of Anthony Rizzo, Javi Baez, and Chris Bryant, who helped the Cubs win the World Series in 2016, are no longer on the team. Rizzo was traded to the Yankees last night, and this afternoon Baez went to the Mets, and Bryant is now a Giant. Gary, sorry.
I think we need a prayer vigil for Gary right now. Oh, no.
Hopefully they got somebody in return.
You know,
maybe more to the bag of baseballs.
I know this is tough. We can talk about it after the show.
You know, as a Cub fan, you have to be used to the lean years. Let's put it that way. That's a character builder. Well, there is an outside chance for a strong to severe thunderstorm tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening from much of the state of Wisconsin, but a lot of us may not even see rain from those storms. Tonight, just a few showers south and west of Madison. Those will be out of here probably by mid-evening. There is an air quality advisory through noon Sunday for wildfire smoke, and probably that'll make my eyes tear up along with the Cubs.
My therapist is on the phone. She's ready for you. Okay, we'll see you back here at 10. Have a great night.